Welcome back to Bloodborne, and I have moved. I've moved. I'm sorry. I know that in the last episode I was fighting the Martyr Logarius, but to get to the next boss, or bosses actually, which is a little hint on what's coming up next, is quite a mission. So I thought I'd make it here first. And on the way, I realised there was another guy that I had to defeat that I haven't defeated at all in all three playthroughs. So I'm here now because I thought, you know, I don't want you to go through all of that nonsense with me because that'll be a long ass episode, and we don't need that. We don't need that. So here we go. Onwards. You might know who this is. Some of you might already have seen this guy. I have, and it turns out I sent him off to a place where he kills everyone. But you don't see that. It just kind of unfortunately happens. Now, I'm not sure whether I want to take him on like raw or cheese it. I'm going to have these ready just in case. Are they already in my pocket? No, you better. No, you fucking idiot. Okay, they're already in my pocket anyway, so it doesn't matter. We'll just take him on, and fingers crossed. I'm sure I'll be fine though. I'm fresh, man. I feel good. I feel fresh. Everything's all right. Okay. I won't, and stop eating people. That's fair enough. That's okay. That happens. You're not.
Was it you who put down that awful beast?
I probably. Don't know which one you're talking about, but yeah.
Frozen in my boots. And then you came along.
You're welcome.
Well,
Made me feel like a hero.
then, would you know of any safe havens?
Oh, I see. You know what? I'm not telling you, mate.
It's not. I should have known.
Yeah.
This whole place is falling apart once again.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Curse and Yarnum.
It really is. Yeah. Yarnum is cursed. So now what I do is I've got this. Which one should I go for? I'm going to go for this. No, I'm going to go for this bad boy. We're going to get him going. And also, I'm going to get my fire paper. Screw you. Because I'm pretty sure because he's a beast, fires don't like beasts, and beasts don't like fire. So I'm going to have this thing at the ready. And here we go. He's really not going to like me for this. Here we go. Whoa.
Have you got a screw loose?
Yes, I do, yeah. Here we go. Alright, okay. Whatever, mate. I've defeated this guy a couple of times in the dungeons. Oh, shit. But, of course, this isn't a dungeon setting, and wow! Wow, that health bar. Okay, that's fine. Actually, it's not that big. It's not that big. I've seen bigger. I've seen much bigger. So, whatever, mate. Yeah, whatever. And you've got a big health bar. Whoa! I probably should get my fire paper going. This is actually going a lot easier than I thought it would, which is great news. Come on then, mate. Yeah, good. Well done. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, he's dying. He's dying. This is easy. This is actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. And I was like, oh, maybe I should have it as its separate, like, episode. Nah, it's fine. It's relatively straightforward. Oh, he says as he nearly dies. He nearly dies. I got cocked. I didn't even use the fire paper. I wasted a bloody one of those with the extra things and good. Yep, I know all the words. I know all the terminology. Well done, me. Go me. So I've been thinking recently, right? I'm looking back through my history on this earth, the all 29 wonderful, glorious years on this earth, and I remember there was a phase of about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years, maybe. Oh shit! I didn't. Oh, go and fuck yourself. Shut up. Oh my god. Right, I'm gonna have to run through all of this. I'm just gonna have to run because I don't have time for any of this. Sorry, guys. Yeah, there was a time when I was massively into drama and theatre, namely musical theatre. I was big on it, certainly during college and things like that. I don't know what it was that got me into it. I don't know whether it was because I was a bit camp already, or whether I just had this thing with, oh, will all of you just go away, or whether I already had this character, you know, little mannerisms and stuff, and my parents were like, let's just put him in theatre. I think that's the safest bet, and he'll be happy there. So I went into theatre, and I did it for a few years, and I kind of stopped because I just found that on the whole, is this a good way to go? Am I going right? I think this is good. I found that on the whole, like, drama students are very much same to me. Like, they all basically strive and fight for the you know, the top spot, the attention, and they're all big on that. And I think there's an element of me that's still in there Definitely. Whatever, mate. Go fuck yourself. That's it. And that was kind of like... the stupid thing was, I basically was like, oh god, everyone's such attention seekers here. I'm not getting any of it, so fuck drama. I basically did the most attention-seeking thing out of all the attention seekers at drama school. But one thing that really bugged me was what was it? It was the directors. And I don't know if this is something that directors just are, or if it's just maybe I've just happened to work with some, you know, just some really shitty directors, to be perfectly frank. Oh shit, he's gonna get me. Yeah, it's fine, I'm cool. But yeah, they just all seem to have this persona. I've been watching Friends recently, and there's the series where Joey dates the redhead girl with the curly hair, and he's in the play where the alien comes down, and you know the episode? I think you do. And there's a guy in the long grey jacket who's like, he finds out his place sucks, and he throws his paper to the ground, and he's like, feast your talentless faces on my mother's crab cakes, and then walks out. And I'm like, it's kind of a good dramatization of what my experience of drama lecturers was, because they were literally just so petty and kind of pathetic. And I go to kind of think, like, considering the age we were, it was all massively so inappropriate, because I can understand that, you know, there's like Hollywood where it's all tough and, you know, it's really difficult, you got to work hard and really, you know, just earn your melt and just, you know, you got to be tough-skinned and blah, blah. But when you're just a kid who wants to get into drama, do some singing in theatre and dance and stuff, and you're like 13 or 14 or something like that, I always just think, like, surely you just, maybe give them a chance to warm into it. You maybe just give them a little bit of a chance to just, you know, to be a little bit more, okay, no, this isn't working. Just give them a little opportunity. Because I just felt like they were just deliberately being dicks. You know how sometimes you feel like people deliberately act in a way that fits their culture because, well, we're getting into something else here. It deliberately fits their culture because they're like, this is how I'm supposed to behave, so I'm going to behave like this. It's all of that area, basically. And I just kind of felt like that's what they did. And it just, again, it was just another area that really, like, pissed me off. Because I was just like, do you actually need to behave like this? Like, spoiled little children when something doesn't work out. Like, we are just kids, remember? Well, no, remember that. Yes, heal, good. Like, we're all teenagers, some of us don't really get it. And maybe a lesson in that area of drama where you've got to understand that things need to be done a certain way and why. Not just, do it this way or you're fucking useless and I hate all of you, you fucking bunch of piece of shit. And that's what it felt like being at drama school. It was just a bit much. And I remember there was what was it? We were doing like a kind of cabaret style, not the cabaret play, but like that kind of thing, like an array of songs and performances together. And I really wanted to do this one song with the guys, and so I got to basically audition. Now, we weren't given a lot of time at all to kind of rehearse and stuff. That's where the fucking cannon is. Oh god, I've just semi-swallowed my own saliva. We weren't given a lot of time to like rehearse anything. Although in this instance, I did kind of understand, but I was still just like, well, fuck you. There was just this area where, yeah, we got to audition, and it kind of took us a couple of rounds to get it right. But just because of that, she kind of just went, nah, leave it, forget it. And I got really annoyed because I was like, but this would go really well in the show, and it was gonna work, and it was gonna be great. And we'd done it well once before, so I was like, you know, let's give it a chance. She's like, no, forget it, no, we're not doing it. And to me at the time, I was just like, well, to me that's just a bit unreasonable, to be perfectly honest. If any of you have done drama or no drama, then you'd probably be able to argue it and go, look, that's just the culture of it, just get over it, like, that's it. And maybe I could, but I still look back at it and I'm just like, are you like just being like spiteful and bitter because you think that's what you're supposed to be? Or are you doing it because you actually are? Because those are two very, very, very different things. Very, very different things. Are you going to go down easy, buddy? Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Yeah, they're massively different things. It just put me off the whole thing. I still love drama to an extent. I still kind of enjoy the idea of acting and theatre and putting on a show and, you know, entertaining people and stuff. But I always find that the issue comes in when with the director, or well, in the history anyway, in the past, that's what it seemed like. It was always just the director was just being a massive kind of princess about things. I appreciate how important direction is. I understand that completely. You know, you've got to make sure that everything fits. You've got to make sure the actors are right. You've got to make sure the lighting is right. You've got to make sure the theme is consistent with everything you're seeing and so on. I get that. I just don't. I don't know. Although then again, I met and worked with recently a makeup artist who works on some TV and some film as well, and she was saying how actresses and actors can immediately get, and it probably reflects badly on me now, they can, no matter how amateur they are, they can immediately get this essence of prima donna. Like it's kind of like part of their persona, like part of their character almost, that they have to immediately kind of play up to this horrendous mentality that they are just the most important thing in the world, when honestly to a lot of people around them it's like, look, we're all here just trying to get a job done, trying to get a film done, that's it. You know, this film isn't going to be that big a deal. It's not the Avengers 3 Night of the Living Dead. It's just a film that's going to be on BBC 5 in like 20 years, one time. That's it. That's all it is. It's not that big a deal. But they kind of will still apparently walk around the set being like, oh no, it's too hard, I can't do this. Oh no, this doesn't feel right, I'm not in a good mood. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And I'm guessing probably that what happens is the directors and the actors and actresses will fall out with each other. So they basically prima donna off each other. And again, in that regard, my whole perspective on that industry just becomes kind of, yeah, no, I'm all right, thanks, I'm all right. I know there were people at college that, I mean, they were good people. You know, they weren't bad people at all, but they did have moments of severe dramatic trauma, which I think I played a part of at times. It didn't help. It didn't help in hindsight. I'd throw my tantrums and I would be like, oh no, this isn't fair. And I actually realised that, I mean, I want to say I was because I was a teenager, but then you know, not all teenagers are like that, and I was also in drama, so, you know. But no, I always think that they played off each other really badly. It didn't seem like such a great environment, really. I did actually go to when I say professional, I don't know if they were, and I feel this is kind of awkward for me to say, because it was the same drama school that apparently Kate Winslet went to, which probably at this stage means nothing, because I don't think that drama school had anything really to do with her success, to be perfectly honest. It's probably when she went to like Lambda acting school in London or something like that, not necessarily when she went to Star Maker in Reading. But she did, so everyone's like, yeah! And I went to that. And I guess I felt really bad because I ended up not being in one of their productions. And there was a couple of reasons, and I have to confess that I thought that what it was on that day that they told me I wasn't going to be in one play. I was basically King Heron in Rock Nativity, which was great fun. I was a bad guy singing bad songs against Jesus. Screw you, Jesus. And I did that performance, and it was great, you know, it went down well, everything's fine. I also kind of played in like a stand-in for a Russian ballet company. It was a stand on stage in a tutu for quite some time, which was great. And yeah, and I basically had a friend, Becky, who also was doing it. And she, I don't know if I should say her name actually. Actually, it's Becky. There's loads of Beckys, it's fine. And we, at that time, were experimenting with drugs, just weed, nothing, you know, nothing massive, nothing too serious. And we decided to have a little cheeky smoke before we went to like one of our drama sessions. And funny story, we rolled it up behind these guys' houses, like just in this little like construction area, just sat on this pile of rocks rolling up. And someone actually. Someone across the way actually poked their head out the window. They were having a party, and they literally put their head out the window and said, excuse me, can you not do that here? And of course I was like, oh, the shame, the shame. I'm one of those people now, the shame. But we didn't manage to get rolled up, we smoked it. But I never smoked weed like really properly, to be honest, when I originally started. 'Cause I can't remember who was the first one I rolled it with, but I basically didn't roll it that heavily. What the shit? What the shit, Dan? I never rolled it that heavily, so it would be like maybe like 3 parts tobacco to half a part weed. So 6 parts tobacco to 1 part weed. So you just got a head rush. You didn't actually get high, but yeah, I didn't know. So I was thinking that head rush was the high. I always thought like, oh man, it's the place. Oh my god, yeah. Dry mouth. Didn't even know what dry mouth was. So I didn't really get high. But then I turned up to the session, and the coach came up to me and said, listen, Daniel, like, you were great in Rock Activity. It was really good to have you there, but I don't think we'll be needing you for the next show. So, you know, good luck and thank you very much. And I was like, oh my god, he can smell the weed on me. He couldn't smell the weed on me because there was no weed to smell because I didn't really smoke a lot. But I was like, oh no, they know I'm like a weed head. Oh, I'm a pothead now. That's my life now. That's it. It's over. Oh god, oh, it's terrible. And I went home and, you know, pondered over these things. And then a couple of years later, I had forgotten over that time that I had attended a house party celebrating the play and the show and stuff and its successes. And I was around a new bunch of friends. And I wanted to, naturally as you do, you wanted to show off. So I did. I wanted to show off to them. So what did I do? I took a bottle of vodka that I bought and taken to the party with me, and I wanted to show everyone how much I could drink. So I took like 3 gulps in one sitting, and I don't know, maybe I hadn't eaten anything, or maybe, you know, I just wasn't actually very good at drinking, which is a much likelier answer to the whole thing. But basically it didn't go down very well. I ended up kind of, I don't say paralytically drunk, but just vomiting everywhere profusely, like I had food poisoning and diarrhea all at the same time, with a little common cold mixed in, and it all came out at once. And so they had to take care of me. I ended up smashing a lamp, and it was my house. It was someone else's house, and I was smashing a lamp. They had to get a bucket. They called an ambulance, although I actually didn't get in the ambulance. I was kind of okay. I just kind of passed out. And I think word went around because I then got banned from house parties, and obviously then I think. Well, I'm guessing that person, the kind of coach of the whole thing, was told and informed of what happened, and yeah, it was just like, no, we can't be having any of that, so I got kicked out. So I thought it was all because of weed and stuff, and it turned out it wasn't at all. It was just because I can't hold my alcohol. So yeah, that was that. But no, I don't know. I don't actually know if I miss drama. I feel like I'd enjoy it if I went back into it. I guess I went through a phase of being a drama queen myself, and I got labelled with that, which kind of sucks. I got very emotional a lot of the time, very easily and things. And I guess that's probably why I didn't like the directors and felt that they were being dramatic because I was being dramatic and playing off them. And so I left. But I actually wonder if I'd like to go back into it because. It was just a bit of fun pretending to be someone else, really. It's just fun, like, trying to, you know, imagine someone else's persona and then acting it out. I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Less so the musical side, because as much as I wanted to be able to believe that I could sing, and I could touch a note, there's actually a video, there's a VHS tape out there of me performing in Hair, a musical set in 1969 around the Vietnam War, about a guy who gets drafted, I think, into the war. And he also, I don't know how he meets the hippie people, the singing hippie people, but he meets the singing hippie people, and they're all like, no, don't go to war, don't go to war. But he does go to war because he has to. And oh, it's a bit depressing, really. At the end of the day, it's a bit sad. I think everyone dies, or maybe everyone goes to war. Actually, I can't remember. It was a long time ago, and. Yeah, there's a VHS tape of me singing in that show, embarrassingly hitting probably the duddest note I've ever heard anyone ever sing. It's terrible, and it's one of the big climax notes. Like there's the crescendo, and then there's the big note that everyone sings at the end. It's all like long, and you know, there's harmonies and stuff. And I'm standing like center, right in the middle at the front, and it's a dud note. It's terrible. It's awful. And I've got a mic as well, so and because my voice is so booming, it's kind of quite easy to hear. It's hard to miss, which is probably best to say, because A, it's a dud note, and B, it's, you know, going right through a speaker which is right next to my mouth, just getting thrown out there right to the audience. It's humiliating. It's awful, awful. And there's a bit of dancing in there as well. Oh, just the whole thing is no. The whole thing is a big no-no. No. But it was fun. It was fun. We actually went and performed it in Edinburgh, at the Edinburgh Fringe, which again was a whole other great experience in itself. One of my lines in the show was "wet the bed, baby," which was like we were talking about how this guy can get out of the war and how he might be able to escape going into the war. One of my lines was "wet the bed, baby." They were supposed to laugh, but they never did, which always annoyed me because it's like it's supposed to be a joke, guys, but I got them to laugh eventually because one of the nights at the Edinburgh Fringe, I went out drinking, had way too much Guinness, and actually wet the fucking bed. I pissed the bed all the way up to my neck. Of course, it's something that you can't really hide from people, so yeah, I actually wet the bed. So when I had to say the line "wet the bed, baby," everyone laughed because it was like, haha, because that's what you did, you silly incontinent prick. Really, not a good time. Not a good time for Dan. No, not at all. I need to find out where the hell I'm going, I've just realised. Because I don't actually know, turns out. I'm not sure. Oh, both of you, really? Okay, one at a time, please. If you could, one at a time. Okay, we'll do it this way, because I know this is going to get you both. Here we go. There we go, yeah. Good, yeah. Okay, if we could do that one more time, that'd be awesome. One more time. Come on, over here. Come on, guys. Bait you. Over here. Yes, good. Yes, that's great. One person down. Yeah, good, yeah. Cool, okay, sorted. Thank you. You're going to drop something? Thank you. Very kind of you both. Excellent. Yeah, and I've been watching Friends recently. I'm actually on season 6 now. 6? It's actually on right now, although it's paused, and it's Chandler's about to propose to... Oh, spoiler alert! Chandler's about to propose to Monica, and then Richard turns up to ruin the whole evening, which is just shitty for everyone. Whoa. And I realised, like, watching this whole season through, like Ross and Rachel's whole The Break thing, I actually realised in hindsight that that whole thing is actually all Ross's fault, it turns out. Because when you watch it back and you look at their relationship as though it was real, you realise that while Rachel's behaviour isn't exactly perfect, it turns out that Ross basically, how can I say, not instigates, he kind of promotes the break in such that he puts so much stress and pressure on Rachel. He's got a new job, and she's got like this whole life that she's trying to live, and she's obviously very happy with it, and she's trying to make things better for herself, considering she didn't come from a bad background, but she's not worked before, and she's got a great career and stuff. Ross is basically making out that all of that doesn't matter and isn't important. Relationship's more important, which is questionable, but at the same time, ultimately, what you should expect is that he just supports her outright, and that's what you'd hope. But he doesn't. And what it leads to is basically what happens. And I was like, wow, so even though you could say they were on a break, that's still kind of questionable, because of the speed at which he moved on is a bit, not moved on, but you know what I mean? It's all a bit kind of, no, I don't know about that. At the same time, get out, Darkin, get out. At the same time, I do think, well, all of this could have been handled better. For one, I mean, Anya and I agreed, like, when they do go on a break and then Mark comes round, we both agreed, like, that is a terrible decision. Like, even if he said, I'm just coming over, you stay there, I'm coming, I still would have been like, no, stay the fuck at home. Even if you do come here to my door, I'm not letting you in, because that's just asking for trouble. Like that's just the stupid move number one in the whole thing. Like, what? Don't let him in. Do not let him in. It doesn't matter how close you are as a friend. He's Mark. You don't let him in the flat. Oh, this is so stupid. And so that was a bad move. Rachel doesn't make all the best decisions, but I am in the mindset personally that Ross fucked up, basically. And it's funny because they even actually talk about it. I can't remember who it's with. I think it's Emily, maybe. Where they actually are saying to Ross, like, you are incredibly jealous. Like, you are a jealous person. Like, that's it. So they even have like the full-on discussion about him being a jealous guy. Where are oh fuck off? Where are my souls? I appear to have misplaced them. No, that's not where they are. I don't know where they are. Yeah, they actually do discuss it. And it's true, because his jealousy is basically what kills everything. And I just like, no one really discusses about, no one discusses this part of things that much. Like, we all talk about they were on a break, were they on a break? Was it okay for Ross to do what he did? No, it wasn't. It wasn't okay for him to do what he did. But, well, no, there's no but. It wasn't okay for him to do what he did. And Ross's behaviour throughout was kind of inexcusable. Because he just put too much pressure on Rachel and put Rachel in a position where she felt like, you know, she just needed a break. She needed to chill for a second, because it's like, well, just slow down, man. Like, work's stressful, life's a bit stressful at the moment. You know, I love you, Ross, but just lay off it for a bit, okay? And Ross is obviously not knowing it, not realising that he's actually the focal point of the stress she's experiencing. So, who's the first to go? Ross. Ross is the first to go. It's incredible when you think about it. Like, it's, you know, relationships. And actually, when I was watching it all, it was actually more depressing, because I was like, God, everyone does seem to focus more on the, you know, the break part of things. And I think they were right to take a break. Definitely. I don't think Ross was right. I think everyone's in agreement. Agreement. Is that even a word? I tried to type that in recently, and apparently I'm making it a word. Fuck it, I don't care. It's a word now. Agreeance. Everyone's in agreeance that Ross definitely was in the wrong. What? I am lost. I'm so lost. I think, yeah, everyone's in agreeance that he fucked up. However, my thought is also Ross kind of not had it coming. I always think that's a bit unfair, sorry. But Ross didn't help his concerns by being more and more paranoid and jealous of Rachel's friendship with Mark. And, I mean, was it an innocent friendship? I'm going to say, yeah, it was. It was the most innocent of friendships. Obviously, Mark then shares his feelings for Rachel afterwards, but you can tell that he pretty much respects it. Or you don't get the impression, at least, that he has a lack of respect for their relationship. You know, he's very kind, he's very neutral, he's very much like, you know, we're friends, that's it. I mean, Rachel's an attractive woman, so of course, you know, if she becomes available, why not? Why not give it a go? But yeah, like, he's a respectful guy, so that's cool. That's cool. The paranoia kick in. I mean, I guess Ross doesn't realise, and I'm actually now talking about them like they're real people, Ross doesn't realise that if you have an attractive girlfriend, if you even have a girlfriend that you think is attractive, is this where my souls are? I think this is where I died, but I can't see. Oh no, piss it all in the face. Okay. Ah, there we are, there he is, I found him. Ross doesn't realise, and I think people do generally forget this, like, obviously you find your girlfriend attractive, obviously, so other people are going to as well. Now, that's not to say that you've got to be paranoid about other people. The only person you need to trust in all of that is your girlfriend. And if you don't, they shouldn't be your girlfriend, or boyfriend, or you know, whatever your preferences are, or your dog. Like, that's it, you know. And if you genuinely can't trust them, then that's fine. I don't think it's fair to say you should be able to trust people, because that's a difficult area. All you have to do is trust the person you're with, and once you've got that trust, or once you know that you're comfortable in trusting them, the rest is very straightforward. It's a kind of like, that's cool, like no one's a problem, because that's all it is. You know, you trust them to be like, even if they get hit on, be like, nah, I've got a boyfriend. Or, you know, maybe if you're okay with that kind of thing, you know, your partner might flirt with like other people a little bit, maybe. Oh, you son of a bitch. Have I just locked myself out from... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Please tell me I can still get to them. Because this is going to be so difficult to swallow if it means I can't get... Wait a minute. No, that's all bad news. Oh, God, what have I done? Ah, shit. Okay, I have no idea where I am now. I'm just... Terrible. Yeah, it's not to say, like, no one is trustworthy. That doesn't mean, obviously, then you go, right, my partner is not talking to anyone of the opposite sex because they are a threat. Immediately, because that's not healthy either. It's not a good way to do things. Oh, gee, what? Oh, shit, I know what he's doing. No, don't do that, you bastard. Oh, shit. Fuck all of you, you bastards. Go on with your hissing and your shit. Go on, get out of it. Get out of it. There we go. Yeah, like, no. Yeah, no. I remember, this got me thinking about the old 10 hours walking through New York nonsense. Like, I was thinking, the protest against that whole video was like, you know, how am I supposed to be able to talk to women? Like, if you can't say hello, what's the big deal? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'll tell you what the big deal is. If you have a girlfriend, right, and you're, say, walking with them, and some guy starts, like, saying hello to them and talking to them and shit, you're immediately going to get the hump, aren't you? You're immediately going to turn around and be like, sorry, what are you doing? This happened to me, even. Like, I was working, this was maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I was working in a restaurant, and it turned out one of my old friends from college was one of the people dining in the restaurant. And I'd not seen her for ages. Like, I'd not seen her for so long. And we were really close back in college. And not like that. And, yeah, like, there was her and her boyfriend were there, and they were part of a Christmas party. And, you know, we were really happy to see each other, because it was like, oh, I haven't seen you in ages, da-da-da-da. So we got talking. And I innocently, I mean, I know that, again, it might not have seemed like the best move, but I was just like, look, like, you live in Reading still? She was like, yeah. And I was like, well, maybe we should catch up sometime and, you know, go for coffee or something. And, okay, sure, that might seem a little bit off, but I've said hello to the boyfriend. I'm aware he's there. I'm fucking aware of his presence, and I'm not trying to move in on a thing. She was my fucking friend. Naturally, he knows nothing about me, so I'm just like, nah. But at the same time, I understand that I'm just some guy who is, let's be honest, taller, darker, and much darker, and more handsome than he was. So, of course, I'm triple threat. Baby. But there's no ulterior motive there, you know, she was a friend of mine, da-da-da. And I would hope that, you know, I could have done the same thing. Like, you know, if there's a guy friend that Anya has, who's she's not seen for ages, and she's like, oh, we were really close, and I want to catch up with him, I'd fucking go for it. Like, I trust Anya. I have no issues with her going to see one of her guy friends. Like, what? Like, nothing to worry about. Literally, nothing up here is of any concern to me. So it's kind of cool. But the way that it all worked out, you could see him just being like, what? And he actually says, like, what, so you're just going to go for coffee with this guy? Like, literally in front of me. And I kind of looked at him as if to say, okay, if you want to get into this, like, I'm no longer than you, and it's not like I've asked her to put her hand in my pants and then, let me just enter her vagina. Like, is it? It's a coffee. Coffee, that's it. I didn't ask her to come around and watch Netflix. Didn't ask her to just, like, go for a fucking night on the town and, you know, just catch up. Like, it's cool, man. So, no, no. Oh, you son of a bitch. Please don't tell me thank God for that. Jesus. I've got to pay attention here. I've got a boss to beat, man. How long has this episode gone for? Wow. I've just got away with the wind? I think that's the term, isn't it? I think so. I've just got off. I've got to beat this boss soon. Yeah, like, it's all kind of a bit of understanding. It's all kind of a bit of, clearly, that was it. It wasn't that he trusted her. It was just the fact that he was so focused on not trusting other people that he didn't want her to socialise with me. I don't know how he was with other people, but obviously it's kind of like this guy's just appeared out of nowhere and wants to go for coffee and da-da-da. Maybe if I'd have said, I mean, perhaps I could have turned around and gone, if that's okay with you. You know, to acknowledge that it's not the coolest thing in the world to do. Shall I see if I can invite someone along? Let's see if I can. Beckoning bell. Let's see if there's someone in the area. I can't use this item. Let's run up here and see if I can. Just quickly, because it might be nice to get some help. Yeah, maybe if I'd have acknowledged that he was there and just said, if it's okay, if that's all right with you, you know, maybe that might have been okay. But otherwise, I don't know. I guess that maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's my perspective that's off, because I just saw a friend and I was like, oh, and you should just be okay with this, because I've known her for what would have been a decade now. Technically, we haven't seen each other for a long time, but that's the, you know, that's the history going back. We never did go for coffee in the end, and I'm guessing my assumption is either she was like, no, this is wrong, like, I shouldn't just do this, or he was like, you're not going for coffee with that taller, darker, handsomer man, which I understand. No, but I wouldn't. Seriously, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind at all. It wouldn't bother me in the slightest, because I'm aware I'm aware of how love can feel, perhaps, when it's like, you know, this person must be mine, they must stay with me, and I must protect this relationship as best I can. I also know how love can feel, where it's like, you know what? I love the fact that you're able to just be free and do, you know, your thing with whoever and whatever you want, because I know that I feel the love that you have for me is so good and so pure and genuine that, yeah, it's cool. You know, it's fine. It's not a problem. I don't have a problem with that. To me, that's the kind of love I like. It's the one that's just like, yeah, sure, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Not a problem at all. So after that long lecture about love and friends and drama, I probably should defeat this boss, or these bosses I should say, and end this episode, because wow, this has gone on a long time, and I'm sorry. Am I sorry? Are you sorry? I don't know if you are. I really don't. I don't know if you even care. I know some of you are loving this. Some of you are like, oh, long episodes of Dan. I just sit here and watch him talk for ages. Oh, it's brilliant. And thank you. Makes me feel good that you like listening to me talk. Now then, is there anyone coming? I know that I saw people around in the area, so I'm like, come on. Hello. Should I answer? Should I join someone for a fight? Because I can just do this outside of I can do this outside the channel. Because there's probably more likely people actually waiting for people like myself than there are. Let's see if I can just answer a bell. Okay, here we go. So could not discover the chime this morning. Whatever. Okay, right, here we go. Because it's worked in like 3 minutes. I've been helping people defeat the Bloodstar Beast because I feel like, you know, he's a bit of a challenge to a lot of people. So I'll be a friendly guy. Turns out the summoner's weapon was actually stronger than mine, which is kind of embarrassing. Because I'm used to having summoners come in and just be like, don't worry, I'll take care of this for you. Bish bosh, done. Bye. So I felt a bit like, I haven't really contributed much here. Come on, I know there's someone in the area. I know there's someone here. I know you're here. I saw ghosts. I saw your shadows. Come on. Come on. Don't fuck with me, buddy. Don't you fuck with me. If not, I will have to do this by myself. That's fine. I've done it before. I'm going to, like, knock on wood. And say that I have not died. There we go! Hey, excellent. All right. I have not died once. Taking these guys on. I haven't. Although, I've not really done it while filming at the same time. Oh, hello. Oh, you're a sexy looking guy. Hello. I'll wave. Oh, no, I wave, Dan. Wave. Wave. You wave. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, right, let's rock on. So he's also got the burial blade. Should we both go burial blade? I don't really want to. Also, what I don't like is that they... Oh, yeah, here we go. So there we go, right. Also, what I don't like is, as you see, I've got into his game, and my health has been cut, which is kind of bullshit. Whatever, yeah, whatever, 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 whatever. Am I actually hurting this guy, or what? What's going on? And we're dodging away. Okay, there's a bit of a delay here, which is slightly worrying. I'm not feeling good about that. Oh, fuck off! Okay, right. So I've really got to be careful about this. I actually read this really interesting thing regarding Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2 online. That when you play online, there is allegedly a split-second delay. And it means literally like half a second, I think. It's half a second delay. Please don't die, buddy. What are you doing? Is he dead? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh no, I know this happens. There's a half-second delay between your actions and it actually being registered in the server, I think it is. So even though, and it's the same coming to them, so their movements are like half a second after, I believe it is. Something like that. Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. I'm not gonna. No. Oh! Don't you fucking dare! Don't you fucking dare! How dare you? That's a cool weapon. Okay, let's just wail on him. Come on, buddy. Let's wail. It's wailing time. There we go. We got this. Yeah. It's good. It's good. We've got him cornered now. It's cool. Yeah. We're just gonna continue wailing on him. Everything's fine. Done. So look at that. Fucking easy. Piece of piss. Let's just. There we go. And contact. Why not? We'll just do that. Is he gonna do it? Yay or nay? There we are. We'll just do contact. Bye. See you later. And there it is. That's the end of that. That's that boss battle done. I know it's not quite genuine, but that was fun, and it was easy because I'm running out of time. So I'll have to end the episode here. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more, you know what to do. Take it easy. Bye-bye.